Hi, welcome to Adventures in Bonsai. Today we're going to take a look at the plants that we transplanted from the bonsai soil into sphagnum moss and see how they're doing. Here we have the tamarind tree, which is looking pretty good. It looks a little bit overgrown. It's getting a lot of new growth. You can see the different color of the leaves. That's all the new growth that's coming in. The tree is doing very well in the sphagnum moss. I just think it needs to be cleaned up a little bit to give it a better tree-like appearance. But that's doing fine. That's the tamarind. The bullhorn acacia is also doing very well. It's got a lot of new growth coming out. This stuff over here and up top here, this is all new stuff. It wasn't like this when I got it. It sure seems to be liking the sphagnum moss though. It's doing just fine. Here's the acacia tree. And this one also has a lot of new growth going on. As you can see, all this stuff right over here. It's all brand new. It's doing well. It's really taken well to the sphagnum moss. I have the bald cypress. This one here also. A lot of new growth going on here. You can see by the difference in the color of the leaves. The new stuff is like a brighter green and the older stuff has been around for a while. But it's doing just fine. Just fine. Belly plant, by the way, somebody asked what these things are. It's just a pot that I made many years ago. I think we're going to take another pottery course soon and start to make some more pots. But I got this giant leaf here coming out. This is a brand new leaf. And I've got this other second leaf that came out. And I got all this stuff going on in here. It looks like maybe some more leaves are coming. Plant looks like it's doing just great. Loves the sphagnum moss. Succulent is the perculatum or something. I'm not sure the name yet. This tree is also just taken off. With all this, it had hardly any of this growth going on before when I transplanted it. Take a look at the original video and you'll see. And look what's going on now. It just loves it here. There's a couple branches here that need to be cut and fixed. Like this one here is just kind of running up. I want to have all these branches coming out laterally, or pretty much so, and that's the idea. So I'm going to trim this up a little, and we'll see how that one goes. This one is just the fig tree is doing real good also, doing well. The cutting I took from the perculatum, whatever it's called, and you can see it's got growth on it, new growth starting up. The other ones, the other cuttings are not doing so well, but at least I got maybe, oh no, here's another one here, look. Here's some growth going on here. I just may have to give it a little bit of time. Here's some more growth going on over here. So these were all cuttings from that big succulent that I heard was pretty hard to propagate, but apparently it may not be as difficult as I was told. Here's a cutting from the bald cypress. It looks like it's pretty much dead, but right next to it, I got this one here, and it's got some green leaves coming out of somewhere. Silver Queen hibiscus cuttings are starting to take off too. Here's the actual plant. This is where it came from. First time I ever tried to take a cutting from it, but it's doing pretty well. Bonsai Seeds that I got on the internet here. Nothing yet, unless if that little green thing there is something going on. I'm not sure. I just planted some seeds today that I got from the Shark of Sweden, one of our viewers. He sent me hollyhock, money leaf, Acalasia, and some water lilies. We'll see how this stuff does. But that's kind of what's going on around here now. I've just been busy trying to take care of stuff and clean things up that needed cleaning up. So, I did remoss the big bonsai also. The old moss was pretty much gone. So I remossed it with that moss I got the other day. I'm waiting for it to take hold. And that's pretty much about it. So have fun with your bonsai. P.S. here. This is the southern mimosa that I decided to try to transplant here. Remember, this was all buried under the soil. When I transplanted it, was having trouble from the shock I was in. But it seems to be recovering now. In fact, I've taken it down to the regular bonsai area. The leaves are doing well, they're growing, plant's making a nice comeback. That's it.